Well, hello. Today we are going to be doing something that's more of an update. I am going to be replacing the tires on my 2008 Escalade. The tires are pretty worn now, and so that's what I'm going to be doing today. You can see the tread. There's some tread markers. Let's see, right there. They're pretty much down right to the little markers that tell you when the tread is past the point that you need to be. There's a little bit of dry rot. These have been on the car for about 50,000 miles. These are actually the better tires. As you can see, these are probably almost the same, if not a little bit worse. So I've had those. These are the Toyo Proxies, and I've had these on the car for about 50,000 miles. Obviously this side's definitely a little bit worse. So I was online on Facebook Marketplace, and I ended up coming across a set of tires, which are, I think they're the factory tires, the Bridgestone HL Alenza, and those they retail. The 22-inch tires retail for about $270, somewhere around there, plus installation, or if you can get a good deal. So you're looking at over $1,000 for 4 tires. Now the truck here, right now I'm trying to work things out, and I may be selling it. So it's something that I don't really want to put too much money into it. I mean, I'm doing the regular maintenance stuff that I need to, and I've kept up with all the maintenance. But now, instead of spending $1,000 for brand new tires, I'll get some slightly used tires, as long as the tread's good. So I'm actually heading up there today to meet up with this person. They work at a shop, so they'll be able to install the tires there, and I should get it a pretty good deal. So I'll see you when we get over there. All right, well, I am on my way now to the seller of the tires, and just, I guess, some tips when buying. I mean, honestly, used tires is not something that I usually buy, but sometimes you can get some pretty good deals. A lot of times people will buy new wheels, get larger wheels, or just buy new wheels, and all of a sudden they want to get rid of the tires that are on the wheels that they have. So the first thing is, when you look at the tires, make sure they don't have any nails in them, any holes. If they have had anything, make sure that they're patched and they haven't just been sealed. So when you look at the inside of the tire, you'll see a patch, on there where they glued it on. And those usually, I've had all my tires patched at some point or another when you get a nail in them. So that's pretty common. The other thing is, make sure there's not a lot of cracking in the rubber, because that's dry rot, where the tires are just too dry, and usually that means that they're very old. And the test that you can do for tread depth is, if you put a penny upside down, you use the head. If it doesn't touch if the tread is not as high as the head of the penny, Abraham Lincoln, then that's 2/32 of an inch. So if it's not touching the head, then the tires are no good. The tread's way too low. And then if you want to check to make sure that they're good, they have pretty good life still, you can use a quarter. As long as it's touching the head upside down of the quarter, then it has 4/32 of an inch. So you should be pretty well off. So right now, as I'm heading over there, when I get over there, I don't have a tire tread indicator or measuring tool. So I'm just going to go ahead. I have a penny and a quarter, and I'll stick a penny in the tread, and just make sure that it's above the head. So I'm going to use a quarter in this instance, because I want to make sure that it has enough thread left. Now my tires, I'm sure if I put a penny in there, it won't be enough, because I'm pretty sure that my tread is not enough, and I need new tires. These tires have lasted me pretty good amount of time. They're probably 60,000 miles on them. My tires, the OEM tires, went at 50,000 miles. So these, from what I know, from the pictures I've seen, are going to be Bridgestone Alenza HL, which is, I think, is heavy load. And these are pretty much standard tires in a lot of SUVs, especially these heavier trucks. They're supposed to last about 50,000 miles. There's a Alenza Plus that'll last like, I think, 80,000 miles. But for me, I'm pretty sure the original tires I had on this vehicle, on this truck, were the Bridgestone. So they lasted me 50,000. They were really good in the snow. They were quiet tires. I really liked them. I tried the Toyos because they were recommended also, and they were good tires, but I didn't feel like I felt like the Bridgestones were a lot better in the snow. Otherwise, they're quiet tires, good ride, and they lasted over 50,000 miles, so they were, what they said they did what they said they would do. So I'm on my way there. When I get there, I will, go ahead and talk to the owner of the tires, and this is at an actual mechanics shop, so it's a gas station. So he's gonna actually go ahead and install them for me if I decide that I want them. And it's something where I'm saving myself probably like $800. Used tires are usually not something that I get used, but it's something where I'm potentially looking to buy a new car, and that $800 will help me out with a down payment. So that's where I'm at. I'm heading there now, and I'll shoot a video. I'm not sure if I'm going to shoot one there or when I get home, but I'll update you guys. Alright, so these are the new tires. They're the Bridgestone Dueler HL, and they are P85 45 22s. And if you do the quarter test here, you can see that it's got a lot of tread. Now, if it was, at the edge, you would still have some tread, unless you're using a penny. But as you can tell here, there's a lot of tread left. So these tires are pretty much new. Alright, so the tires were installed, and I actually got them for $350. They go for about $260-$270 a piece, and so I was able to get all four of them for $350 installed. They balanced and balanced all of the tires, and so I thought it was a pretty good deal. And the tires should last me, I'm guessing, probably 40 to 50,000 miles. So that's my experience, I guess, buying used tires. Like I said, the 22-inch tires are really expensive, and sometimes you can find really good deals on pretty much new tires, depending on the circumstances. So again, if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, like my channel, and actually have a video coming up on replacing the battery on the Jeep Patriot that's in the back. We just had the battery go out. It won't start. So just something simple, just all maintenance things. And, thanks for watching.